So we came to this site because the reason it's important, even though it is informal, is that it's a representation of some of the best available practice for carbon in pulp and an elution plant on site. This is a mercury-free flow sheet that has high throughput. The flow sheet is not yet perfect, but it does provide an opportunity to see better practice or getting close to best practice. You see this as some of the best practice or emerging best practice in Kenya is that the vast majority of milling is always dry milling. The dry milling is very, very noisy, so a lot of miners lose their hearing, and it also creates a lot of dust. That dust has silica in it, and it creates a lot of silicosis. So many people in other areas, all the miners have silicosis or are partially deaf. So this increases efficiency. This is a Tanzanian ball mill brought in from Mwanza that's been replicated in the area and is being designed by local fabricators now. So the reason that this is different is that they've shifted it from a batch to a continuous flow. So that the slurry that goes from this pond then goes to a separate mill and is milled twice with a separate milling system with heavier balls. The reason because this is very, very, very fine gold, and so we need to mill it twice in order for the liberated ore to be leached effectively. But the reason we came to this site is not because it's perfect, but it's a reality of what's happening everywhere. Not just in Western Kenya, but Tanzania and even parts of Uganda. So the amount of cyanidation has increased threefold in the last 5 years, and that in this area alone, 5 years ago there were 4 cyanidation facilities, now there are 18. And they don't all operate like this. Most of them reprocess mercury tails and then dump it directly into a river. So what we're seeing here is that they test their slurries. We'll go over to the agitated tanks. Agitated tanks also is a more effective flow sheet in general, but that they actually have settling ponds and do 100% wastewater recovery here, and there is a river 300 meters that way. So that's one of the reasons why. So although this is a mixed use and there's mercury up in that area, here is mercury free.
So we have Victorine here. Victorine is the local community leader here. She works with the alluvial miners, and Victorine recently was nominated to be a member of County Assembly. So now she takes all the miners' concerns and takes them to the parliament. And we also have Mr. Timothy here. This is community mobilizer extraordinaire. There is no mine site you'll go to in Kakamega or Vihiga that does not know this gentleman. How many years have you been mining?
For over 30 years.
Over 30 years.
Yeah. Wachimbaji migodi wenzangu,
my fellow miners,
hawa ni wageni wetu.
These are our guests.
Na wametoka katika nchi 9 za dunia hii.
They've come from 9 different countries of the world. They want to see how miners are going about with their business. And really they want to know whether you use mercury or not.
It will be demonstrated to you how it is done, how they extract the sand from the river using the shovel, and also after that also extracting gold from the waters.
It's a really beautiful site, first of all. It's a truly alluvial. That's what I really like about it. It's so peaceful, and there's farming and animals and farmers around, and then there are people here doing another livelihood, which is mining. Very skilled people. That's hard work to get that, panning going. Yeah. Because this, well, first of all, it's a mercury-free activity, so that's great, and it shows that it can, people can really earn a living. They can operate in a very environmentally friendly way.
En Colombia los barrequeros, algunos usan mercurio, otros no. Y creo que este es
Is the similar practice and activities to Colombia? He can see that in Colombia, in Peru, in Kenya, in the 9 countries, there are the same practice from the artisanal miner.
Nilikaa nikaona nataka kula, watoto wanataka kusoma. Sasa sina.
She says that she's a widow and now she had no other income. So she decided to come and join the men so that she can have some money to be able to take care of her children.
Okay, they say that they're a formalized group, and the group is called Juakali. And what they do is that as a group they decide as to where to go and where to work. And
tell us how do you associate with your other miners, fellow miners, and how do you split the earnings? Is it split equally between all of you?
Ule mkubwa wetu venye anatugawia na ile mapato yenye tumepata.
So he says that they have a site manager, a site boss, and he's the one who decides as to how what they get is split. They carry you out. Okay, hold on. They carry you now.
You go because
Hands on.
did you get the shot? Kenya,
Yes, I did the shot.
One, you have to have the hand corner.
Into the work. So we have a little EcoCentric T-shirt for Dawn. This is your honorary EcoCentric member.